Hello and welcome to another Duskmourn House of Horror draft. My name is Paulcheon and we are still sitting at rank number 1. We are fresh off of a victory here in the last draft where we had a nice synergistic Rakdos sacrifice strategy that allowed us to continue building up our lead. And I'm hoping to continue building this lead as I am recording a bunch of these videos ahead of time, just noting, because of course we have the World Championship, so I won't be able to work there, so I'm cranking these out and just trying to hope to continue padding my lead while we get into the World Championship. This, of course, will be coming out on the top 8 of the World Championship. So let me know how you've enjoyed coverage of the event so far this weekend and who you want to win the whole thing. All right, now before we head into this draft, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Check out TCGplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. Make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before you make any purchases. Additionally, check out HeavyPlay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, all accessories that you need to play your next tournament or wherever you want to play, check out heavyplay.com/paulcheon to get 10% off your first order. All right, let's hop into this draft, see if we can open a bomb rare. Well, we opened a rare. This is standard playable, but it's not a good card here for us. Okay, so what do I want to take? Undead Sprinter is fantastic, but I don't think I want to first pick this when there's a bunch of really good uncommons available to us, particularly single-colored uncommons. So what I'm looking at here is both Fear of Isolation and Betrayer's Bargain. I think Drag to the Roots is a distant fourth among these 4 cards, and the commons don't even come close, let's be real. So it's really kind of what do I want to do, and what do I think is the strongest card? I think Fear of Isolation is better than basically most removal spells. The fact that you can reset rooms, we did this in the other video too. This card is just a phenomenal card. Every time my opponent plays this card and picks up a room, I feel like giving up. That's how good this card is. So I'm going to take Fear of Isolation, noting that I'm passing a great red card and then the Sprinter and the Drag to the Roots. And move on from there. Noting that Betrayer's Bargain is nice because it's a good splashable removal spell, but I do think I like the Fear of Isolation a little bit more there. And now we have this pack. We have a bunch of black-white cards. I don't really like moving into black-white, especially this early. If I started with a black or a white card, I could maybe consider it, but I probably would have just taken the Murder anyways. Here at Common, we have Murder and Fear of Surveillance as the 2 best cards. I'm not really interested in the Intruding Soul Rager. I think Victor's just bad. So it's really just kind of, do I want to take Murder as a removal effect, or do I want to take Fear of Surveillance? Because blue-white is a really nice color combination, and I do think this is a really good 2-drop. And I think this goes better with my first pick, where I'm going to take Fear of Surveillance actually here over the Murder. I like Murder if I want to do the black-red thing, but I think blue-white is just such a stronger color combination that I kind of want to go in that direction. I could see some, if you really wanted to, you could maybe take that Shroud Stomper if you want to try to do the Reanimator thing, I guess. Here, there's not a single blue or white card that I'm really that interested in. There's a couple of mediocre green cards as well. Like, there's Watchdog and Cartographer. This is a really underwhelming pack. No premium removal spells. No great creatures. There's a Valgavott's Faithful. If I took the Shroud Stomper, that's something that I could consider. But I think I'm just going to take a Terramorphic Expanse out of this pack because there's no single card here that pulls me in any direction. And Terramorphic Expanse is a card that I'll be happy to play in any deck that I end up with. So let's take that here and try to stay flexible. And now all of a sudden we get the Haymakers. Wow. Look at this pack. Under the Skin, Unnerving Grasp, and Spineseeker Centipede. That is ridiculous. Okay. Let's relax, Paul. I like the Centipede. It's worse than these other 2 cards. So we'll note that I do think that the Under the Skin is a slightly better card than Unnerving Grasp. But because I already have a Fear of Isolation, I'm leaning towards taking the blue card here and kind of passing the 2 green cards. But I do think they're really close. And so yeah, let's take the Unnerving Grasp. Ugh, I hate passing these cards. I wish I could just take this pack and just give up the rest of pack 1. But let's take Unnerving Grasp here and see what's available. Noting that I'm not seeing a ton of the white enchantment stuff. And then now we have this pack, which has absolutely no playable cards. I'm not going to take Keys to the House. There's a Twist Reality, and there's also a Slavering Branch Snapper. I actually don't mind Twist Reality, so I will take that here. If I end up in blue-green, I like it a lot more than the Branch Snapper. So let's just keep cutting off the blue here if we can, and try to figure out what our maybe second color needs to be. This is another kind of underwhelming pack. I haven't been seeing a ton of white, so I feel like I should just keep taking blue cards here. There's a Fear of Infinity, but you know what I feel about blue-black as a color combination. And Glimmer Burst is just a fantastic card in general. Still a card that I feel is undervalued relative to how good I think the card is. I do like Seize from Slumber if I want it to be blue-white enchantments, but haven't seen any of the Signpost cards. So we'll take the Glimmer Burst here. Terramorphic, Seize from Slumber, and Fear of Infinity, all fine cards here as well. And let's move on. Now we have a pack with another Twist Reality, but I think I might just take Underwater Tunnel, Slimy Aquarium. If I'm going to be blue-white enchantments, this is a double trigger. If I'm going to be blue-green Manifest, it makes me a 3/3. Those are the two colors that I'm really looking for when I play this. But blue-black also has some eerie elements to it as well. So the double eerie trigger here is also fine. So let's take this over the Snatcher. It does feel like blue-black might be the color combination that we need to be. We'll see. But I do like Seize from Slumber here. That is a late Seize from Slumber. And I think this is just an excellent removal spell. We're missing out on a Valgavot's Lair, which is also pretty fine as a color fixer. Maybe I should actually take that because this is a card that'll go in every deck. Yeah, actually, yeah. You know what? I like Seize from Slumber, but I'm going to take the Valgavot's Lair. This triggers Eerie and is another Terramorphic Expanse. So let's take that, actually. Just because we don't necessarily know what our second color should be. There's a Doomsday Excruciator, but that's never making our deck. Notably, the Shroud Stomper to the table. So somebody's trying to do the Reanimator thing. I guess I'll take Say Its Name. Green didn't seem super duper open, but this is the best card in the pack. And now we have this pack, which has Erratic Apparition and Intruding Soul Rager, but red didn't seem very open. So I guess I'll take the Erratic Apparition in case we end up in some kind of enchantment deck. And now there's another Soul Rager because, you know, blue-red rooms, I guess, is a thing. There's a Cartographer versus a Moldering Gym, and I'm actually going to take the Cartographer just because it's a 2-drop. So if we do end up in blue-green, that can be a thing. I'll take a Shepherding Spirits, and Living Phone is not going to make its way into our deck. I guess, I mean, I will say I didn't see any red cards, but we saw all the multicolored blue-red cards. The problem is the Signpost blue-red cards are just no good. So if red is not open, I don't really want to be in blue-red. Here I'll slam another Fear of Isolation. I've talked about how much I love this card. Being able to bounce tunnels or any type of good room is always nice. There's a Stick Twister, which is fine, but I think nothing really comes close to the Fear of Isolation. Now this is interesting. There's a Paranormal Analyst, which is a card I do love, and we have three Manifest cards. Oh yeah, we need a 2-drop. This is a Manifest payoff. It's fantastic. Beastie Beatdown is a good removal spell, but outside of that, Impossible Inferno is fine. Nothing really comes close to the Analyst. So we'll be on the lookout for more ways to manifest, given that we now have a Paranormal Analyst in our pool. Blue seems to be the only open color, so I'm trying to figure out kind of my lane here. Certainly not seeing green, especially after passing that Under the Skin. We might not see any green. Not seeing any white enchantment payoff type cards either. We passed a bunch of black in the packs too. I mean, there's a Cynical Loner, which is okay. There's an Orphans of the Wheat, which is an okay 2-drop. If I do end up in blue-white. If I end up in blue-black, I think I want to play the Final Vengeance. There's a Ghostly Keybearer, I guess, if I'm doing the room thing. God, this is just a really weak pack. I'm just going to take the blue card. Again, I just don't know what my second color needs to be. Oh, wow, okay. So this is a big, big moment here for us, okay? We have the choice between Optimistic Scavenger, with not much white being passed to us in pack 1. We did see some late Seize from Slumbers, or Threats Around Every Corner. They're both very good. I think green might have been a little bit more open, and I'm looking to do the manifesting anyways. All right, I'll take Threats Around Every Corner. I also just really like drafting blue-green. Of course, now we get the freaking Gremlin Tamer. Ugh! Ugh! I mean, I can splash this, to be fair. I'm taking the Gremlin Tamer. Oh, that sucks. All right, I'll take Glimmer Burst. I don't know. I mean, we'll find out. Maybe I can splash the Gremlin Tamer. I don't know. I mean, we're seeing green cards again. Breakdown Door is fantastic. It's a manifest card. It's a disenchant effect. It's everything I want. So now there's a Sheltered by Ghost. I mean, we could just be Bant, I suppose. There's a Brute Spinner in this pack as well, but I'm definitely just playing all of these cards. I'm glad I have the Terramorphic Expanse and a Valgavot's Lair. So maybe we're like a blue-green base deck here, and then splashing maybe the white here. We'll see. There's a Clammy Prowler. I guess I'll take it here. Not really interested in playing it, though. I will play the Underwater Tunnel. It does work well with the Manifest stuff and the Gremlin Tamer. Here I'll take... Never playing Enter the Enigma. I guess I'll take Found Footage. There's a Bear Trap, I guess. I am in need of some interaction. I just have the Sheltered by Ghosts. Noting that our creature count's pretty low, so Say Its Name might not make its way in here. For white, we have the Fear of Surveillance, Say Its Name. Yeah, there's just like random creatures here. There's a Ghostly Keybearer, but we don't have a ton of rooms. But if we don't end up with enough playables, I can certainly still see playing it here. God, I just love green too much. What can I say? Look, Threats Around Every Corner is premium. It is a really, really good card. Our mana fixing, if we go green base, is also really, really strong. I kind of do wish that I took one of the Moldering... What did I take over Moldering Gym? Oh, I took House Cartographer. I think that's fine. Wow, what is this pack? Okay. So it's not the commons. It's between Overlord of the Hauntwoods and Bottomless Pool. And I do think that's a real decision here. Double green is kind of hard to pull off. I need some interaction here too. Alright, don't kill me here, okay? I know some of you are going to lose your mind because of this pick. But I do think Bottomless Pool is absolutely amazing. We have double Fear of Isolation. It's a nice, cheap, interactive spell. I think this card is just amazing. In the late game, you can also use this to draw cards. I'm taking Bottomless Pool. Please don't kill me, okay? I just think the Bottomless Pool is actually the correct pick here. I like Vanish from Sight, but Cursed Windbreaker is exactly what we need with the Paranormal Analyst. I do love that here. It's a great 3-mana option. Flood Pitch Drowner is premium. Well, we knew that blue was open, so we just take all the blue cards here. This card's amazing. I do like it over the Mind Skinner. And it's another interactive spell, and I said we're lacking on that, right? So we have a Drowner, a Bounce Spell, and a Shelter by Ghost for the time being. Another Bounce Spell here too. So could really use, I think, ooh, that's an Ethereal Armor. Could really use like another Bite or Fight spell of some kind. What's our enchantment count here? 8? Is Ethereal Armor the type of card that I want in this deck? I'm not sure. I don't care about the Beastie. There's a Watchdog and a Terramorphic. You know, given that we're probably going to splash the white, I actually think the armor looks pretty darn good here. We have a good number of 2s as well. And given that we have 8 enchantments, and that's not including the double Glimmer Burst, that's 10 enchantments? I think this card actually has a home in this deck. So let's take the... I mean, I think we're just going to be straight 3 colors. There's actually a world where we maybe just give up the green as well. So maybe we actually end up doing that, actually. We'll see. Now there's a Surgical Suite. I do like that card. This card's great. I think I like that more than Cease from Slumber. Okay, that's another enchantment as well for the deck. Green is just drying up like crazy. I'll take a Hardened Escort, but I'm not happy about it. Here I'll take a Tunnel Surveyor over Vanish from Sight as another 3-mana play. And it's an enchantment. God, I really wish I took the Optimistic Scavenger. Yeah, it looks like we're probably not going to be green now. And I might have to play the Hardened Escort just because we're light on playables here and just end up with a blue-white deck. Like I said, I mean, I can still splash this card. I think Threats Around Every Corner, possibly even Break Down the Door, could be worthy of a splash because we have the Expanse in the Valgavot's Lair. Here, oh, Slamming Glimmerlight. Love that card in enchantments. Yeah, I mean, do I wish I had a Scavenger? Absolutely. Do I think my deck is still pretty solid? Yes. Feels like it could be a Piranha Fly deck. Lots of 2-drops. Yeah, I don't know if it's actually just worth it to splash this green. I think we just ended up just a blue-white deck here. I mean, how good... I think our white's better, right? We have Shelter by Ghost, Ethereal Armor, with 1,000,000 enchantments and a Surgical Suite. There's a Wary Watchdog. Some number of these cards here on the right. I mean, neither green nor white was particularly open, I will say. I mean, white was open in pack 2. That one sucks. Okay. But I still think we have something nice to work with here. It looks like this is the configuration. Now, remember, Fear of Isolation is not really a 2-drop. It's kind of something you put at the other end, the top end of the curve. So this is kind of what we have. Oh, I forgot about the Keybearer. So these are the maybes here on the right, along with this Apparition, I guess. and the Clammy Prowler. It's one of these cards that I'm cutting. It's a lot of random cards that I'm playing. The question is, do I have enough green to play? Threats around every corner does feel like it gives me a ton of value. No, I still don't think it's worth it. Like, splashing for a card that lets you splash, right? If I put it that way, it does sound a lot worse, right? We'll note that this deck has a lot of tempo cards, but not a lot of removal. I have a Drowner, Unnerving Grasp, Fear of Immobility, Bottomless Pool, and Sheltered by Ghosts. So yeah, this definitely looks more like a tempo deck, so I absolutely want the Piranha Fly. I think I want the Apparition in here as well. I think we can actually close out games with flying, and then we also have this Locker Room, which gets really nice with the Flyer. So let's play the Ghostly Prowler as well, Ghostly Keybear as well. We do have 4 rooms, right? And let's just cut the Clammy Prowler. All right. Now, before round 1 starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all of your support. It truly means a lot, and it really does make it so that I can continue making all of this content. One other pick I wish I could take back is when I took the enchantment land. I didn't know I was going to be white, but I certainly could have used one of those Seas from Slumbers, which I think would be really nice. Because like I said, my big concern here is lack of removal. Couple of Fear of Isolations here. Can't play a turn 2, but honestly, I mean, I can go turn 3 Curse Windbreaker and bounce that, right? So that gives that is also just another way to get value. Obviously, I don't want to just bounce a land turn 2 to play a 2/3 flyer. Skullcap Nuisance, okay. I could bounce the bottom. No, you know what? I'm just gonna... Because if I'm gonna bounce the Curse Windbreaker anyways, this totally seems fine. Yeah, it seems like a pretty good... like, I might as well just do this. Bounce the Windbreaker, get some value. Play a land, maybe use Flood Pitch Drowner to get one of these off the battlefield. Although I actually don't care about these that much. Like, the fact that there's 2 of them, I think I'm just going to play the Terramorphic. They will be able to get some Surveil value here, and what's funny is my game plan here is to have a bunch of flyers, and they kind of are handily stopping that with 2 mana 1/4 flyers. Okay, Ghostly Keybearer. Let's go get a blue source. That does seem like a really great thing to bounce. So I think I will. Let's manifest away one of these lands. Now seems like a pretty good opportunity to use the Flood Pitch Drowner. So I will pass. Because there's a good shot that they're going to play the Keybearer again. So then I can just use the Drowner to shuffle it away. And then still play the Curse Windbreaker next turn. And then we can just keep manifesting a million cards. But we are having a lot of difficulty pushing through. Meat Locker, okay. Okay, they get to surveil a gazillion times. Are they going to attack me? Hitting me for 2 and taking 4 seems pretty bad. Glimmerlight, okay. Wow, they do get a bunch of surveils here. The question here is whether or not I care about the Ghostly Keybearer. I think they'll attack with 1. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of one of these nuisances. I can attack, but it doesn't do anything. Shuffle this back in. And play Curse Windbreaker. Manifest Glimmerlight, I guess. We'll tap this for white. I do have Eerie cards in my deck. Maybe I should just not play it at this point. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to actually hold it. There's the Keybearer. And they have the Glimmerlight as well. I mean, that is a 4/4 flyer, which is kind of annoying. I mean, look at this. Fear of Isolation is a 2-mana 2/3 flyer that makes me a 2/2. Like, that's pretty good. Right? Maybe I can hit a Gremlin Tamer? A Bouncing Glimmer Burst would be sweet. Honestly, this doesn't even seem that good. It's still just a 2/2, right? So it's just better to manifest Glimmer Burst. Play a land. I need to... Like, my army is just all 2/2s. It's just really hard for me to actually attack. Do I double block the Keybearer? If they have a removal spell, it's kind of a blowout. Cracked Skull. Okay, that's fine. We have nothing. I could have really used that Glimmer Burst. I have 2 Glimmer Bursts as like my quote-unquote gas cards. I haven't drawn a single room. I've been able to create this entire army just off of like my Fear of Isolations and Cursed Windbreaker. I mean, this is still a 2-for-1, but I'm happy getting this Keybearer off the battlefield. And I can just move the Cursebreaker to something else. Do I have Delirium? I don't think Blue-White has any Delirium cards. Okay. I mean, we gotta get something going here, right? So. Flyers, let's go! Yeah, and they get to draw cards, so I'm not liking my spot here. I would really love to draw like a room or something. We're on, yeah, 9 mana sources. Like I said, almost all of our value has entirely come from the Fear of Isolations. You know what's funny? If I have 2, I can just like keep bouncing them to like make my apparition huge. Alright, Winter's Intervention, okay. I guess we'll move the Windbreaker to something else. We'll play Ghostly Keybearer, another flyer. That's the thing though, like I said, we are really lacking on removal. 1 Cease from Slumber would be so big. Oh yeah, why didn't they do that before? They totally could have. Oh, Stick Twister is also annoying. Oh my gosh. I guess I just discard a card. I don't really want them to gain life. So they're going to block my Keybearer. Take 3. I obviously don't want to attack my 2/2 into their 2/5. This Stick Twister is going to be... Like, I'm going to have to somehow outrace this. 4. I guess we just block. They have 3 cards here? Oof. Alright, let's counter that. Unable to scream. Okay. Another cultist. Okay. Yeah, we're just out of gas here. That's the problem. I haven't found any card to help us just like smooth things out. And this Stick Twister is just gonna get us. Another land, another day. I'm gonna just take it here. It's fine. Like, if I find a bounce spell... If I find a bounce spell, maybe, that'll be good for me. Alright, so this is Slimy Aquarium is good. I'm gonna manifest here first. The apparition gets to maybe do something? Ugh, yay. Alright, so let's manifest that. That would be a good one to hit. Let's surveil. I guess we'll draw another tunnel. Then we can give this flying. And then attack and get in for 2. I can sack this enchantment, which is fine, to the Stick Twister. Vile Mutilator? What? Oh, I can sack this. That's nice. And then sack a creature. Sure. Oh, no. Alright. I think they got us. The Vile Mutilator's just too big. Yeah, this was like weirdly like a really bad matchup. Just because they had so many flyers. I need to find a removal. Okay, okay. Actually, I want the Glimmer Burst first. I can't attack. Okay. So we can sack the Aquarium. I might have to just like go for like some desperation block on the Mutilator. It's a ginormous 6/5. Or a 7/6 even. I can still kill it by triple blocking. It's probably my only hope, to be fair. Now, but like we are really leaving ourselves vulnerable to just like any removal spell. But like going to 2 seems really bad. Hey, it worked! Oh my gosh! It worked! Oh, they just keep playing big things, but... Hey, look, at least we're not dead. Okay? At least we're not dead. We have 8 cards left in our deck. Oh my gosh, but we're still just unable to kill them. Let's sack that. Let's cast Glimmer Burst. Oh, wow. Oh, that is a way to push damage through. Okay. 5/7, get in. Okay, we have plenty of things to sacrifice as well. And I can give something else flying. There's a lot of... They're at 8 life. I have a 3/5 flyer. This is... and then I can make another 3 power flyer. So this is super duper interesting. Because I have a couple of options, right? I can either choose to kill the Stick Twister, or I can get the Nuisance out of the way. Because if I get the Nuisance out of the way, I can kill them very quickly. I think that's what I want to do. I'm not sure, though. Just put them on a 2-turn clock? Yeah, I'm gonna tap down the Nuisance. What did you top deck? Get out of here. You lucky duck. You lucky duck. Alright, well, we drew an enchantment at least. Hey, look, this still gives us a chance, but obviously it's not ideal. Because I gotta get rid of that. Wow, that murder was just an absurd top deck. Alright, we're at 2. We need to draw some enchantments here for the Gremlin Tamer to stay alive. No, you cannot! You... Bro. Okay. Look, we can't just run well forever. And we're just gonna run into... Like, they literally went Murder into Overlord of the Baelmerk into Stick Twister. You know? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I tried. My little blue-white deck tried. We simply just got outmatched there with you know. And this is how, by the way, you can win with blue-black. It's like you just need bomb rares to try to get it out of the way. It has to be super-duper open. All right, it's okay. Let's keep it going. Oh, my gosh. Okay. I think our deck is fine. It's solid. Nothing cheap to play here, but we do have the Unnerving... Do I just not have 2-drops? I think my deck does. I think I have a bunch of 2-drops. Even not including the Fear of Isolation. Alright, we'll use the Underwater Tunnel here to try to find a 2-drop. Yeah, I just literally want a 2-drop more than any of those cards. Like, they're all fine cards. But I just feel like my chance of winning just goes up a lot more if I just find a 2-drop. Or land number 4 is also totally fine, right? Just because I have a 4-mana play. And locking up a draw and not drawing a land seems not great. Alright, there's a 2-drop. I mean, I could go Fear of Isolation, bounce Underwater Tunnel, but I would really prefer saving this to get extra value later. Turn to Overgrown Zealot's obviously extremely strong. It looks like they're a blue-green base splashing black. Gremlin Tamer is huge. I really want to land. So I'm going to attack here and trade with the Tunnel Surveyor. That's a card I should probably keep. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to play here. I'm going to play the Gremlin Tamer. So part of the reason why is if they use a removal spell on this, then Shelter by Ghost becomes better. You know what I mean? So... Bouncing Head Shredder seems quite good. There's also Shelter by Ghost, but I don't think that's as good. Yeah, let's just tempo them. Hey, honestly, bouncing this to cast Bottomless Pool is not terrible. Right? That is not terrible. What is Bottomless Pool? Does it target permanents? I gotta look. It's not showing me. No, that's creatures. Okay. Oh, man. No mana is quite annoying. Well, I drew the Surgical Suite to get back the Gremlin Tamer, which is nice. I just want to put pressure while they're kind of mana screwed here. The question is, I feel like if they had a removal spell, they would have used it already on the Gremlin Tamer, and they're mana screwed, so I'm going to just put it here. Let's go. The reason why is it's going to make it really hard for them to kill the Gremlin Tamer, and if they do, I still have the Surgical Suite to get it back, right? Whereas if I target this, I can't play the Surgical Suite and have it do anything. Let's go. Let's put the pressure. Yep. No, that's... I do not mind that. I do not mind that. Do I go all in? I do have a Twist Reality. I can Ethereal Armor the Gremlin Tamer. If I draw land, maybe. I just gain like an obscene amount of life. At the same time, if I just go Ethereal Armor and Fear of Isolation, how do I lose, right? Like this is just... Like I don't care about the lifelink. Keeping up a counterspell here seems extremely good. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 enchantments in play. So this is just a 2-turn clock. Potentially. Oh, I can even surgical sweep back a Fear of Surveillance. Or a Tunnel Surveyor. But I think it's probably better to just keep up Twist Reality. Given how far ahead I am. Yeah, I like this. I attacked with an extra creature just to make sure that I get them down to 6. To guarantee that my Fear of Isolation will kill them. Because I have the Twist Reality here. Let's see what they play. Basically, if they have 2 ways to deal with Fear of Isolation, it's bad. But if it's only 1, then we have the Twist Reality. And given that they didn't kill my Gremlin Tamer earlier, I feel like it's going to be pretty unlikely for them to have multiple ways to deal with Fear of Isolation. Wow, they found Insidious Fungus. Are you kidding me? That's insane. What a find. So now there is a chance. Wait, did they not get anything back? Did they fail to get something back? They sure did. Oh, I see. Okay. It's for the Oculus. Alright. Good game. Alright, we drew our good uncommons, and we won. Our opponent was a little bit stuck on mana. I thought they wouldn't be, because they had the Overgrown Zealot, but... 1-1. 1-1. Okay, we are on the play. We have all islands, but we have a perfectly fine curve here. Play out this tunnel. I don't want any islands. I'll basically bin all the islands. Do I want the Tunnel Surveyor? Sure. We'll go Glimmerlight. Here, the way I look at it is, I mean, I really want planes. And if I don't draw an island, I can always Fear of Isolation the Underwater Tunnel and Surveil again. And then have that be the thing that I do that turn. But here I'm just going to run out the Surveyor so I can tempo them out, because now I have Unnerving Grasp as an option if they play any reasonable 3-drop. Wow, 3 tap lands. That is not ideal. Not ideal at all. They probably have a removal spell here. Probably killing my Tunnel Surveyor. Scorching Dragonfire, sure. The thing is, if I play Flood Pitch Drowner, I can't play Unnerving Grasp anyways. So maybe I just play Fear of Isolation to just continue putting pressure on my opponent. Bounce this. Although, I get so much more value if I just wait. So yeah, you know what? I'm just going to wait and just play the Drowner if they play a creature. Yes, I realized that I would like an island. I would have liked an island. It's okay. Conductive Machete is fine. We'll tap it down. I might not even sack the Flood Pitch Drowner, honestly. Let's hope they don't have a way to reanimate the Miasma Demon. That would be quite bad for me. In fact, I'm actually just going to pass. I just like this spot. They're at 11. I have an Unnerving Grasp to bounce something. If they try to reanimate the Miasma Demon, then I can counter it. Otherwise, I can just manifest, right? So a couple of good options. It looks like they're a Reanimator deck. They're black, red, white. And obviously, getting the Miasma Demon in play is huge. Oh, nice. Okay, so it's like a Final Vengeance or something, I guess. Yep. Wow, what a big turn. And a Friendly Teddy. Okay. Let's manifest. Oh, Paranormal Analyst is an excellent thing to manifest. And we drew a land here, too. Do I want to bounce that? They have 3 cards. I kind of want to save this for a bigger thing that they could play. I can choose to do nothing and play just Ghostly Keybearer and force them to have a removal spell. Because I feel like they're going to block with the Friendly Teddy. So yeah, let's just play a flyer. Like, I don't have to, you know, we don't have to go super crazy here. If the Keybearer actually gets there, then we're looking very, very good. And if not, then we can still figure out other things to do. They did have the stupid emerge from the cocoon. Godly. Okay. Well, I can bounce it. Yeah, I'm gonna bounce it. Let's manifest that. Attack. Unlock this. Manifest that. Play this. Bounce this. That was a good turn. Good turn, I'm going to say. Do you have land number 6 to play this thing again? You can kill my 1 face down card. They do not. Excellent for us. We have a Gremlin Tamer that we can face up and then just, like, play the Underwater Tunnel. They have 3 mana available. Last card is Surgical Suite, which does not matter. They can get a 4-1, I guess. Alright, let's think about this. Holy cow, we just drew Bottomless Pool. I'm going to flip this up. I will play Bottomless Pool. Bounce this. Yep, just too much. Underwater Tunnel, make a 1-1, make another 3-3. That was awesome. Got a little bit dicey there. The Final Vengeance into the Fear of Lost Teeth was a really good turn for them. But we were able to still get a ton of... Fear of Isolation. I'm telling you. Alright, opponent on the play. Another hand without a 2-drop. It's always the Fear of Isolation. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, well, at least they have a slow hand as well. It's kind of disappointing, though. Deck, you're disappointing me. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Fanatic of the Harrowing. Okay, I guess I'll discard this. Gremlin Tamer. They have 6 cards. Couple of options. Do I just YOLO Ethereal Armor? Doesn't seem great. But like, if they kill the Apparition, then my Gremlin Tamer just gets to kind of go wide. No, that's probably bad. I think I'm just going to Glimmer Burst here. Smack for 2. Play it a little bit slow here. No need to go too crazy. Root Spinner is quite good. Yep. Kind of the reason to be black-green, to be honest. Nothing to bounce with Fear of Isolation just yet. Hospital Room is not bad. But I feel like this is probably a really good turn to double creature. Actually, I mean, I can also just play Ghostly Keybearer. Although, granted, unlocking Surgical Suite isn't particularly great. They have 3 mana available too, so playing double spell definitely seems... Alright, you know what? I'm going to go Gremlin Tamer, Curse Windbreaker, just because I feel like there's a pretty good chance they're going to kill my Gremlin Tamer. And so if they do, then I can get it back with the Surgical Suite. It's kind of a lightning rod for removal, and this is an instance where I kind of hope they have removal. 5 cards in hand for the opponent. Just the Spectral Snatcher. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I mean, putting it on here seems pretty good. Attack for 9 in the air. 9 in the air. And a bunch of creatures as well. Having a Vigilance First Striker seems quite good. Alright, trapped in the screen is fine. We still have a nice big flyer here. They're at 7. I don't really care about taking 6 from the Snatcher, I don't think. If they kill my flyer, though, I will bounce Cursed Windbreaker. Although I guess I don't have the mana to do everything. Ah, nice. Okay. That's a horrible attack. Okay. So now they have a 6/5. I don't have any flyers. I don't have anything to get back out of my graveyard. I don't have any good attacks. I have nothing else to do with my mana. So I'd rather just bounce that and get another Eerie trigger, is the way I look at it. God, they have so much removal. But we are going very, very wide here. Okay, Stick Twister does nothing. And Cultist does nothing. Okay. Sure. Well, I can't attack with the ground creatures, I guess. So let's go Hospital Room. What happens if I tap down the Stick Twister? They can block my flyers. They can block one of these, go to 4. And I attack with everything else. And they have 3 blockers. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I like that. They have to block my flyer, so they go to 1. Yep. Does unlocking this room do anything? Yep. And we get the Tamer back. Alright, good luck! Alright. Gremlin Tamer getting it done for us. Our opponent did look like they had a pretty cool Abzan Reanimator deck. I have not drafted Reanimator ever, so I don't really know how to put one together. That is probably a hole, but we have been doing pretty well without having to draft it, so we'll just kind of... One of these days. Magician. We've played against this player in the past. They haven't confirmed it. I think that's Corey Burkhart. He's a very good player. We are on the draw. We do have a 2-drop. It's the worst 2-drop in our deck, but I will not complain about any 2-drop here. It's really awkward against Fear of Lost Teeth, especially if they're playing black-red. Yep. What am I going to do, right? I got to play it. I will probably get blown out by it. Oh, I am happy that they played that turn 3. I will say. Man, if I was on the play. Whew, if I was on the play. Honestly, using Fear of Isolation to bounce that is not terrible. I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm just... It's on the table. If they have Final Vengeance with Fear of Lost Teeth, whew, that is kind of brutal. But that is the price you pay for playing the Piranha Fly. Not often do people play a Fear of Lost Teeth, so... Next turn, what do I do? It might just be a Glimmerburst play. Oh, see a Stick Twister. Okay. Oh, is this like a turn inside out or something? This makes me feel like it's a turn inside out. So let's also play around turn inside out here. And just kind of assume that there's a really good shot that they have that card as well. No need to bounce this just yet. At this point, I do think I'm behind enough on board where I need to probably double spell. So I'll do this, play the Glimmerlight, and then I'll play Fear of Isolation and bounce the Cursed Windbreaker. Very close to getting, they're very close to getting Delirium. The Stick Twister is really annoying. Another Derelict Attic. Whew, they are going deep. I really hope I just kill you with my flyers. Yeah, no reason to do anything else other than attack with my flyers. I'm going to play Cursed Windbreaker and Fear of Surveillance because I drew that. Just keep adding to the board. Like definitely Derelict Addict is good, but there's definitely a cost, right? Like if the game goes longer, it's worse for us. But we like played 2 permanents that turn, and they just drew 2 cards and took 2 damage. So now it's on us to just continue applying pressure to them, right? So, and we have the hand to like try to put that extra pressure on them, given the Unnerving Grasp. If they play like some large creature, although Rakdos doesn't have that many large creatures. Oh, that's a large creature. Oh, that's a good one. Is that a good one? Do you approve of that one, folks? Yep. Oh, let's manifest Gremlin Tamer. How about that? I'm still going to try to play around the pump spell, the turn inside out. They play another big creature. I have the Drowner. Ticket Booth is not a big creature. Oh, but if they get Delirium, that's annoying. Yeah. So if they get Delirium, then I am interested in getting that Twister off the battlefield. No Delirium. They need a land or an instant. Okay. I see. They're going to hit me for 2 with the Innocuous Rat. Actually, they don't want to attack me. Hold on. Is this lethal? Let's see. They're at 9 life. If I tap down the Stick Twister, they can block 2 power creatures, and they take 8. Okay. I can just attack with everything. The problem is if they block my Flood Pitch Drowner, then I'm going to want to use it to kill the Stick Twister, and then I want to cast Glimmer Burst, I think. So I don't want to equip the Glimmer Light. Let's see what they do. Okay, so they take 7. Shuffle this in. And then we'll just Glimmer Light. Yeah, this is good. I have 2 flyers. They're at 2. Like, I don't really see how they can come back from this. And I'd much rather do this than just, like, flip over Gremlin Tamer. So they know that I have a 4 mana card. It's clearly not Vanish. It's like, it's literally a face-up Glimmer Burst. Or a counterspell, I guess. Sawblade Skin Ripper is not going to get it done. Yep. All right. We have defeated the Magician and climbed up to rank 1. That joke doesn't get old. Maybe you're getting sick of it by now, but come on. We worked hard for this, okay? We worked hard for this, and we are now 4-1 with some Crawl Whip Crackers to boot. Okay. We are at, I forgot, 4 wins? Gonna keep this. We do have 2 Fear of Isolation, so good hand, but 2 drops would be nice. I'll take the Piranha. Just give me a nice little Piranha off the top. Alright, let's go and just fetch a... I get to save time this way, and I don't think my opponent plays a different land or plans differently because I played a Plains turn 1. Alright, nothing from us. Full control. They're also blue-white, and they have a Gremlin Tamer, and I don't have a lot of removal. This is a little bit rough. Let's try to slow them down at least. Hitting a Flood Pitch Drowner does absolutely nothing. Paranormal Analyst can be good. I mean, I assume they're just going to play the Tamer again, but it's like not a great use of their mana. Okay. Huh. I think they can't block. Yep. So we got to sneak in some damage here. The question now is, what's my follow-up? I have Cursed Windbreaker, which is really good with Paranormal Analyst. But I just want to add as much to the board as I can. Playing the Windbreaker seems incorrect. I can play Glimmer Burst, or I can play Gremlin Tamer, Fear of Isolation, but nothing good to bounce. Or I can play Gremlin Tamer, flip up my card. But like I said, that doesn't really add to my board very well. It might just be Glimmer Burst. Because if I hit land number 5, I can go Gremlin Tamer, Cursed Windbreaker, or play Fear of Immobility. So yeah, let's just go with the Glimmer Burst. I think it'll just smooth out our draws. If I could go Gremlin Tamer plus something to make a token, that would also be nice. They're probably going to play an enchantment here. Oh, they're not. Okay. Good for us. It would be really funny if they did play an enchantment here after attacking me. They have an Erratic Apparition. Is this an enchantment of shame? It could be. Nope. Alright. So they did a good job of stabilizing the board. Hopefully I can find a removal spell for this. We did not. We're not even playing enchantment this turn. It's kind of brutal. I think we're just playing for the long game here now, friends. The Piranha Fly doesn't really do a good job of attacking. So I think I'm just going to play a Cursed Windbreaker. And I'm going to flip this up and just play Cursed Windbreaker. Just get some card flow going. Yep, I will manifest this and get back Twist Reality, which is excellent with the Analyst. Now we're a little bit kind of like, that was a turn where we didn't add as much to the board as we possibly could. So that could end up hurting us. We can next turn go Gremlin Tamer, Fear of Isolation, bounce the Cursed Windbreaker, and play Piranha Fly. So that's a pretty good turn. Also, if they attack me with the Researcher, I'll just double block. Whatever, just keep my life total high. We have just so many ways to get value here that kind of the hope is they just run out of things and then the 1/1 tokens don't matter. Slimy, sure, yep. So they're going to hit me for 2 in the air. Gremlin Tamer can't attack. Again, Stocked Researcher attacks me. And I'll just double block. Next turn, I'm going to have a pretty big board, which is good. And I'm not really in position to just like keep up Counterspell. I'm too behind on board. So we're not going to worry about that for now. Oh, that's also not bad. Yeah, that's better than the Piranha Fly. So let's go Gremlin Tamer. Glimmerlight. And Fear of Isolation and pick up Cursed Windbreaker. Because that gets us a value off the Analyst as well. So that was a great turn. We added 5 permanents onto the battlefield. And are just continuing to get value with all these cards. Now we're in a position where we can play the Cursed Windbreaker for value and keep up Twist Reality. If that's a line that we want to go with. Right? So that is now on the table. Given that they milled the Fear of Immobility, this is a really good creature. So we do have to be mindful of that too. Exercise on Fear of Isolation, sure. What is this? What are you? I'm going to take it for now. It could be a Stocked Researcher. The thing is, if I triple block and it's like a 1/3 or a Cult Healer, Glimmer Seeker, huh, that's good. That is excellent. That is super excellent. I mean, the thing is, I didn't want to block with any of these 2 creatures on the left, right? So it doesn't really matter. How do I want to do this? Tapping this with Fear of Immobility is obviously terrible. I think we go with Cursed Windbreaker. Okay, we get a land back. Happy enough with that. And then we can actually pump the flyer. And we're in no position to attack. We're still just playing the long game here. And I will keep up the Twist Reality. So now, they can't really attack me with the Glimmer Seeker. I mean, they could, but I do have this Twist Reality. Which I will probably be interested in. Oh, they have their own counterspell. Wow. What? I mean, there's not much I can do. I just gotta go for it. But they have their own Twist Reality. Oh, Fear of Imposters. That's even better. Well, actually, I mean, with Paranormal Analyst, It's like good and bad. Alright, let's get back Surgical Suite. Do I have anything cool in my graveyard? I have a Flood Pitch Drowner to get back. That's really good. They're gonna get rid of this. Glimmer Seeker can't really attack still. I mean, they can. They can kill 2 1/1s and a 2/2, I guess. So, Surgical Suite on... Flood Pitch Drowner on the Apparition. That's gonna cost me 4 mana, though, which is unfortunate. What did they... Wait. Oh, they exiled the Flying Enchantment. What? Is that what they exiled? Cursed Wind... What if I kill this? And Glimmer Seeker is attacking like this? So I just block like that? Okay. What the heck? Hey, just don't question. Just let them do their thing. Okay, let them cook. Oh, you know what? This doesn't actually even work. My bad. This doesn't actually even work. Yeah, I had to cast this at instant. Okay, whatever. I mean, it still buys me some time. Nice. That auto tapper was not ideal. Let's clean up the board a little bit. I'll just attack for 2 here. I mean, I can keep this locked down for a decent amount of time, so it's fine. Our Gremlin Tamer's doing a lot more work than theirs. We also just drew way more cards. Look, we have 15 cards left in our deck. But this might not have been... Like, maybe casting Fear of Immobility was just better. To be fair, playing like a Ghostly Keybearer and equipping the Key Light, the Glimmer Light to it, is pretty good too. 7 mana available. Okay, that's fine. They get to make another token. They get to Surveil, which is obviously very good. How can I kill this? I do have a Shelter by Ghosts in my deck. I'm at 8 life? Okay. Wait, they binned Gremlin Tamer and trapped in the screen? What? They must have a Surgical Suite to get back Gremlin Tamer. Oh, I just realized... I don't have the mana, though. What I can do here, though, is Fear of Immobility, the Gremlin Tamer, to get it off the battlefield. But, like, I am kind of concerned about the flyer. So maybe I just don't care about the Gremlin Tamer. This doesn't... Like, 1/1s just don't matter right now. They have 2 cards in hand. Okay. I feel like they probably have a way to kill this. I'm just going to play the Apparition. And we will probably take 3 damage next turn. So they surveilled both of these into the graveyard, which is crazy. How do you surveil Trapped in the Screen to the graveyard? Like, your whole game plan is to kill me with this erratic Apparition. Like, Trapped in the Screen seems like... They must have, like, a bomb, like Overlord of the Mistmoors or something. What the hell? Fear of Imposters is attacking? That is so bizarre. You know, I'm going to keep the Flood Pitch Drowner alive just because of the combination with Fear of Immobility. If they play like a crazy bomb, I can actually kill something. So let's just like double block here. I'm not sure what to do with this. Double block here, I guess. If they play a Glimmer Burst, that's fine. Shard me. Oh, that's pretty good. Actually, I mean, sure. They kill my Ghostly thing. Alright. That's not even that big of a deal. Alright. The Apparition is quite annoying here, though. Oh my gosh. That is incredible. But I think I'm still going to sandbag it. I'm going to just keep this tapped down and take it from there. Just like figure out what that last card is, you know what I mean? Let's tap you down. Attack and attack. Sure. We're grinding away. I do have to be mindful, like, I just don't want to get decked. I gotta be careful with that. Megalodon. Okay. Why did... Gosh. Golly. Do I have... I have a Gremlin Tamer, so I guess I'll manifest this. Get that back. Play this for blue mana. Oh man, yeah, the tapping was not ideal here. It's okay. Alright, that was good. That was a fantastic turn. Look at our board. My cards are so small. I've never had my cards be this small before. I'm kind of old, so it's kind of hard to see what's going on here. Okay, stay hidden, stay silent. They can shuffle it in at some point. Okay, they have that. I don't think they're going to attack me with Megalodon. This is definitely a lot of value available to us. You're crazy. Is that a good... I don't think that's a good trade for you. My 4/4 and a 1/1 for your 5/7 Vigilance creature, now I can just attack you with everything? I have 9 cards left, so I just have to be really careful with that. This flies. They're at 17. I'm going to start with the Slimy Aquarium. Just a million triggers. Ho ho ho, yes! Let's Manifest Dread the Plains and get back Fear of Isolation. So... what did I shelter by ghosts? I don't even know. This is ridiculous. This is just so many triggers. I'm good now. It's just... alright. I think I have enough tokens here. You want to double block my Gremlin Tamer? Go for it. We got just way more value. We're at 17. We have a bunch of blockers. They need a Wrath. We got this, I think. Whew! What a game, though. Right? What a back and forth game. Both of us just doing blue-white things. And Paranormal Analyst was so good for us. It just drew us like 3 or 4 cards. Alright, what are we at now? 5-1. 2 more to go. Okay, on the play here, I will keep this hand. Maybe this Underwater Tunnel can get us a 2-drop. Perhaps a Gremlin Tamer? I'll take a Fear of Surveil. I mean, I'll take... okay, well, I definitely won't take that. I guess I have to keep the Shelter by Ghosts. The card is too strong. The card is too strong. Honestly, I think I'm going to play Fear this time. On the play, a turn 2, 2/3 flyer still seems pretty good. Especially with Shelter by Ghosts. I can go Tunnel Surveyor, so... like, if they don't have Scorching Dragonfire, this just puts a lot of pressure on them. This is actually interesting, I think... do I go Tunnel Surveyor? They're likely going to have a blocker. I'm just going to play the Curse Windbreaker. Let's just keep playing flyers and kind of force them to answer them. Nah, I should have played Tunnel Surveyor. There were 2 lands on top. Hauntwood's Shrieker. Okay. Well, I want to kill that. The question is, where do I put my Shelter by Ghosts? Is there a shock effect? I guess I'll just target my Fear of Isolation just because it's harder to kill. Tempo. Play the Tunnel, see if we can get something good on following turns. Do I really want lands? I don't think so. I just feel like Glimmerburst is likely to get us land, and I have land number 4 already, so it's just not a big deal. And if I can find an interactive spell, that would be fantastic. Definitely attacking. I just got to figure out what my follow-up here is. It might just be make a 3/3. Yeah, I like make a 3/3. Just keep putting pressure. And I was going to draw 2 lands anyways. Ho, ho, ho. Do I block? Yeah. The way I look at it is if they flip that over, then it's fine for me. Wow, they actually didn't have... I am really surprised that they didn't have a way to kill my Fear of Isolation. So this puts them to 3. If they kill Fear of Isolation, I just need to play another flyer here and I'm good. So we'll just play the Apparition. I just don't see how they win this game. Unless they have a Waltz of Rage. Nope. Alright. Okay, that one was fairly, I'm happy I played a turn 2 Fear of Isolation, by the way. Sometimes you gotta just play it and not get all the value, right? Sometimes you just run it out there. It's super nice, actually, with the room that lets you surveil, because it just lets you play a 2-mana 2/3 flyer. You surveil and then you play the flyer. All right, 6-1. Playing for the chance for a back-to-back trophies. Alrighty. I'm going to keep this. It's 3 islands, but I do have Bottomless Pool. Hey, Bottomless Pool plus Fear of Isolation is also a great combination. I mean, Fear of Isolation plus just magic cards in today's modern Magic is just a good combination, but I'm going to keep this. Obviously, I'm not going to... Very unlikely to bounce a 1-drop here, but... Hello, Jankmaster Z. Best of luck. Alright, Glimmerlight I am happy with. It's a 2-drop. Lets me play... Don't play a Bookworm. Don't play a Bookworm. Just play like a Manifest Dread or something. Okay? Be cool. Wow, this is a tough choice. Turn 2. Already. That means they have like multiple 2-drops. And they're just trying to figure out which one to play. Oh, I guess they want to play around a counterspell of some sort. Makes sense. I'd like to bounce this, but I don't want to do it just yet. Next turn, as a tempo play, because they played a nice 2-mana card here, I can Bottomless Pool the face-down card, then Fear of Isolation to Bottomless Pool, to again... get my tempo back. Obviously, it can be bad if I bounce like a premium spell, but what am I going to do, right? Enduring Vitality. Okay, never mind. We're just going to bounce that. Would like a land here. Definitely a Plains of some kind, but really good start, right? Turn 2 Growing Dread into turn 3 Enduring Vitality is very, very nice. Do you think they're going to bluff attack me? Should I block? They did bin a land, so there's less of a chance that it's a creature. But if it is, it's just so bad. I don't know. They could have bluffed me here, for sure. I just don't think it's worth it, you know what I mean? Land, I really need a land here. Land allows me to go like Bottomless Pool into Tunnel Surveyor, which is really big. No land is just an absolute tragedy. I'm still gonna... I'm just gonna take a bunch of damage here. Maybe chump the Thresher. Stay at a high enough life total. I just feel like playing Bottomless Pool Equip Glimmerlight is just not necessarily a winning line. So I'd rather be able to counter something and then block. Given that they played around my counterspell, I wouldn't be shocked if they had the 2-mana counter in their hand too. Okay, Glimmer Light from them. Do I just take 7? Yeah, sure. Come on! Really? This is what we're doing? Alright, we're just keeping stuff back now. We're at 9. I don't know. If I draw planes, now that I drew the Gremlin Tamer, that would be fantastic. So when they attack with me, when they attack me with this, they had like what, 4 mana available? I can also just put everything here. They have a creature to flip up, sure, go for it. I just want to get this Thresher off the battlefield. Very curious what this face down card is. Wow. That was a great bluff attack. I could have just blocked. Yep. No, that was fantastic. Good job. I mean, it was a creature, but whatever. This is a joke. This is just actually a joke. This is... I mean, it's a good card that we drew, but I'm at 6. I mean... So I mean, to get trophies and such, it's like a combination of playing well, drafting well, and also drawing well. So this will happen in some games. It is what it is. And we're just extremely unlikely to win this game at this point. We're just so far behind on land drops. Like, our opener was really solid, but now it's just like, we're just dead. Yeah. I mean, maybe we would have had a shot if, like, I don't know. Yeah, this is just chump blocking. The saddest part about all of this is we're going to lose a gazillion elo from this opponent. But good job, Jankmaster. Good work. You defeated an opponent with no lands. Branch Snapper. Altenac, sure. I guess I wouldn't have beaten that anyways. There's the planes. There's like the haha gotcha planes. I mean, we could have still won this game if we just were able to carve out. We had the Shelter by Ghost for the Altenac. Anyways, 6-2. Still going for a trophy. Look, if I just lose where like I get to play my spells and my opponents get to play their spells, and it's a nice fun back and forth, that's fine. Just those obviously just stink. Nobody's happy. I will not be tilted. I refuse. I'm just going to correctly mulligan and move on. Okay? I know it's a 2-drop, but it's like my other cards are so much better and I just don't want to get mana screwed. Let's just play it like this. On the draw, turn 1 Veteran Survivor is good. Okay, it's less good in blue-white, so let's see what their follow-up here is. Cheerleader, okay, so they're actually on the aggressive side of the spectrum. Ah, that's horrible. I consider playing turn 2 Fear of Isolation, but I'm not going to. It's just far too risky. Like, we take 4, but next turn we can play the Tunnel Surveyor, which does a good job of keeping the Veteran Survivor at bay. And then we do have enough flyers to block the Cheerleader eventually. Just missing the land drop just feels too bad. Alright. Land would be great, obviously. I'm glad we kept all 3 lands. Sometimes it'd be tempting to just bottom a land there because we're on the draw. But hopefully we can slow down their beatdowns here. Okay, nothing. They have Vanish from Sight, Glimmer Light, Glimmer, whatever, Glimmer mana available. I think this is simply just a Cursed Windbreaker to trade with the Cheerleader. See what we hit. Right, hit a Fear of Surveillance. No attacks. Alright, they might have 4/4 tap a thing. Nope, it's Lionheart Glimmer. Okay. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but what are you going to do? So, just not being able to draw lands once again. What do we have? What can I do? I can just hope they don't have removal. Is that my best bet? I need to get some life back as well. Yeah, I think that's the play, sadly. Let's go Fear of Isolation, bouncing a Plains, and then playing Fear, Shelter by Ghost. Well, playing Shelter by Ghost. So, yeah, we're bouncing the Plains. Then we're going to play Shelter by Ghosts on the Cheerleader. The Glimmer, I just don't have the mana to kill, and we'll attack. It's, I mean, if you just, yeah. It's my only real reasonable option here, so. It does help us race. So it's just a matter of whether or not they have the Banishing Light. The nice thing is when they, it's not, I mean, nothing is nice here, but the Cheerleader will lose flying if they do kill my creature. I mean, I think they have an interactive spell. They're just trying to figure out what to do, I think. Yeah, what the losing my mind. Losing my mind over here. Them's the beats. Those are the bad beats. There's not much I can do. Silly. Alright, I'm at 8. They're at 21. We have Ethereal Armor. Plus 4, plus 4. Plus 4, plus 4. Is that the line? It blocks everything. Let's just hope they don't have another removal spell, I guess, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 4, plus 4. This is a 4/6 when it attacks. And if they have an answer, you just shake the hand and move on with your life. Okay, Piranha Fly. That's a good sign. Hey, we stabilized for a turn. Okay. Okay. Well, if it worked last time, maybe we just do it again. I'm in no position to attack. We are still in the Help Me God stage. Okay. We will now Glimmer Burst. They drew the second blue, so they can certainly have Twist Reality here. Fear of Imposters, sure. That's fine. I think this card is just so bad. I mean, people still play it. I am personally not a big fan of the card. They have one card left, so I feel like I just need to assume they don't have an answer for Fear of Isolation and just keep playing things. So I will play Ghostly Keybearer and pass. Don't do it. Like, this is like just one turn. I have the Twist Reality next turn. Don't draw the answer for the Fear of Isolation. It looks like they did. God. Actually? My creature's still big, right? Okay. I think they thought the Ethereal Armor stopped working. They can still attack with Piranha Fly. And I probably have to trade with my Keybearer. It's funny is I can make this fly. And it's a 4/6 flying. It does lose First Strike, though. It does look like, based on like the way that these were layered, it loses First Strike. Do I have a way to answer Lionheart Glimmer? I have Flood Pitch Drowner, I guess. Holy cow! That was unexpected. Great attack. Only because I didn't see this coming. Okay. Let's go to blocks. How do we want to block? The thing is, I just get back Fear of Surveillance if I block this, but blocking this is obviously pretty good for me. This blocking here also seems good. But I can also... I'm at 8. I can also block these two on the Glimmer. And just hope they don't have a pump spell, I guess. I mean, if they have a pump spell, they have a pump spell. So let's block here. Let's block here. And let's chump this. Actually, no, let's just take that. Alright. We're at 2 life. Oh, wait, no, I needed to block. I needed to block. What the hell am I doing? I needed to block. Holy cow, I just threw this away. Because this doesn't fly. Oh my gosh. No! What did I do, Paul? Oh my gosh. Oh, that was horrible. Oh no. What the hell is wrong with you, Paul? Why? I forgot the piranha fly hit me for 3 as well. Oh my gosh. That is an absolute disaster. An absolute disaster. I could have manifested that and flipped it up, but I just don't have... I threw this away. I threw this away. I hate myself for this. I threw this away. I literally threw this away. I literally threw this game away. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe I did that. Just block, go to 5, and then you can just keep moving Cursed Windbreaker, and you'd be fine. Okay, I guess we would have lost anyways. Alright, I feel less bad about this. I feel less bad about this. So what would have happened was I would be at 5. They would kill my Cursed Windbreaker, and I just don't have flyers, right? So I'd be at 5, they kill my Cursed Windbreaker, I go to 1. I mean, I'm dead here anyways. I go to 1, and they'd have 2 flyers. Because I'd move that. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I feel less bad because they had trapped in the screen. Noting that they actually just ripped like 2 removal spells in a row there. But, man, that doesn't take away from the fact that that was an awful misplay. So this feels bad because we were 6-1 and we just lost 2 in a row. We didn't draw lands in the match where we were 6-1. This one, we also kind of got stalled on lands just a little bit. But honestly, I really messed that up. I should have blocked properly. I should be at a high enough life total. Basically, what happens is they attack me. I go to 5. Or hell, I should just block the cheerleader. I should maybe block the cheerleader just because the way that I lose, it's not like I was super far ahead on board, but maybe the way that I lose is through the flyers. So looking back on that block, what I should have done is block the cheerleader, because if I don't, it's going to fly. Take 3 from the piranha fly. Chump the 4/3 Fear of Imposters. Lionheart Glimmer dies, and then all I have to deal with is a piranha fly. Right? Because I have enough blockers on the ground to deal with the Fear of Imposters. So the correct block, the correct block is trade with the cheerleader, take 3 in the air, chump block the Fear of Imposters, kill the Glimmer, and we're okay. And we're okay. Now, they still, at that point, probably used Trapped in the Light to get my Cursed Windbreaker, but I would have been able to manifest a Piranha Fly to be able to block. It's just a completely different game, and I have a much better shot of winning that game. I think I'm going to need to take a little bit of a breather, a break after that one. That one really, really stings, and I really have no one to blame other than myself. We played a lot of close games. I feel like I played some games pretty well, too, to get into the spot that I ended up in, but obviously that one is extremely disappointing. But still, 6-3 still means that I believe that we went a little bit ahead in our ELO, so we're still going to be rank 1, but obviously an extremely disappointing finish after that 6-1 start. Ugh. All right. I'm over it now. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Additionally, check out tcgplayer.com for premium Magic the Gathering cards and sealed product. If you want to get those at the best prices, make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before you make those purchases. Yeah, I messed up my ad reads too. Also, last but not least, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. That's heavyplay.com/paulcheon. Gets 10% off your order. Thank you so much for watching. I will regroup, win more matches in the next video. I'll see you then.